Hi, my name is Olivia. I've landed just in time to catch another segment of Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers with William Craig III. Today, Mr. Craig will be demonstrating another powerful prompt to help us use AI effectively in our job search. I can't wait to see what he's going to share with us. And the best part is, I can watch the replay on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel at Get Up and Get a Job. Okay, fasten your seatbelts. Mr. Craig is about to take off.
And welcome back to those of you who have been following the series, either in person or by watching the replays, and a warm welcome if it's your first time joining. This is Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers, and I'm William Craig III, a professional career coach. And I've got a clear mission for this series to help you move beyond overwhelm and into action. You see, the fact is, people who put out resources with hundreds of AI prompts, they're well-meaning. But too many prompts can actually be paralyzing. So instead, I've decided to focus on giving you just one powerful, practical prompt each and every day. And my goal, to help you run your job search or your job campaign with clarity, confidence, and strategy using AI as your assistant, not your replacement. Look, from the very beginning, we've laid a foundation for using AI tools to save time, uncover hidden opportunities, and improve each and every step of your job search. So today, as always, I'm going to be building on that momentum. And if you've missed any of the segments, don't worry, feel free to visit my LinkedIn profile, William W. Craig 3, that's the number 3, or watch the replays on my YouTube channel called Get Up and Get a Job. All righty. Oh, wow. We got some comments in here early on. So let's see what they are. Good morning to all. Daniel Velez. Good morning, my friend. New York, New York. I'm hoping to be in the New York area soon. Let's see here. TJ. Hey, TJ. Good morning, everyone. Glad to have you with us, TJ. Dawn Lewis. Good afternoon, all. Yes, Dawn, it's 2 minutes past 12 noon on the Eastern Front. And then we've got Donna Cohn. Good afternoon and happy Monday. Happy. All righty. Well, look, glad that you all are with us. And if you're watching the replays, just know that the link to the prompts that I put into ChatGPT are available via YouTube right away. If you're watching via LinkedIn or Facebook, you'll have to go back and watch the replays to get the prompts, but that's okay too. All righty, so let's take a look at what we've got going on today. Before I show you, let me just tell you what we're doing. We're focusing this week, calm down, I'm excited. We're focusing this week on putting you out there as a subject matter expert. We've been talking a lot about interviewing and all this good stuff, but people need to hear your voice as a subject matter expert as it relates to what you do. Now, I don't care whether you're a customer service worker, whether you're a doctor, either a PhD or a DR doctor, doesn't matter. I don't care whether you're an engineer, an accountant. At the end of the day, you've got to own the fact that you know how to do what you know how to do, and you do what you do in a way that nobody else does it. That's your secret sauce. And I know for some of you, I've heard this term and I really don't like it: imposter syndrome. Erase the board on that. Okay, just erase the board on that. Own who you are, own what you know how to do, and own the fact that you know how to do what you do in a way that nobody else does it. Okay, there are thousands of career coaches out there, but nobody does what I do the way I do it. Okay. And I know what I'm doing. Because why? Because in the past several years here, I've been in front of more than 60,000 people. I've been blessed to have been able to help tens of thousands of people to turn their career situation around. All right. So at the end of the day, that counts for something. Okay. So I want you to look at what you do, the thing that you've spent time on for many years doing, the thing that you have learned more about. And for many of you, you're continuing to upskill. You're a forever learner. Love it, love it, love it. And so you need to grab hold of that and put yourself in the marketplace as someone who brings value and therefore should be considered as a serious candidate. All right, so let's get into the very first thing that we are going to be dealing with as it relates to this subject matter, becoming the subject matter expert. And our prompt today outlined a 1,000 word LinkedIn article titled How AI Supercharges the Modern ARAP Professional. Include three impactful subheadings with key takeaways and an example of how to implement AI in the role. So, again, don't care what your job title is. I mean, you can be an artist, you can be a musician, it doesn't matter. You can pop in how AI supercharges the modern musician, accountant, customer service professional. Doesn't matter what it is. Include three impactful subheadings with key takeaways and an example of how to implement AI in the role. Are you ready? Let's see what ChatGPT has for us today. Man, I'm excited to see what this comes up with. As you know, I don't get the results ahead of time. I do this live with you all. The only thing I do is create the prompts. All right, so here's a structured outline for your 1,000 word LinkedIn article titled How AI Supercharges the Modern ARAP Professional. I'll break it into sections with suggested word counts, three strong subheadings, embedded key takeaways, and one clear implementation example, exactly what I have asked for. So how AI supercharges the modern ARAP professional. Intro, approximately 120 to 150 words. Now I can read some of your minds right now. And if you just hang on to the end, don't worry, me and ChatGPT gotcha. All right, hang on. So set the stage. The world of accounts receivable and accounts payable is changing rapidly. Mention how AI is no longer futuristic, it's embedded in daily workflows. The hook, here's the hook. What if you could close books faster, spot fraud before it happens? Ooh, and spend less time chasing invoices. Now, that part about spotting fraud before it happens, that's good all by itself. All righty. How many businesses would not want to know how to spot fraud before it happens? That could be your whole into an opportunity. Let me help you spot fraud before it happens. Oh my goodness. But anyway, we got an entire hook there. See, I get excited. Preview the three major ways AI empowers ARAP professionals. And then here's our first subheading: automating the mundane, elevating the strategic. And we're going to use about 300 to 350 words. The key points in this part of the article: traditional ARAP work is repetitive. Invoice entry, reconciliations, matching POs. AI systems streamline this by automatically capturing invoice data from PDFs and emails, matching payments with invoices in real time, and flagging mismatches instantly. Professional shift from data entry clerks to financial strategists. Love it, love it. Key takeaway: AI handles the routine so you can focus on analysis, vendor relationships, and forecasting. Now, don't worry if you don't know how to do all this yet. That's the thing that you can begin to now upskill on, and you can go in as an AI ARAP consultant. Did you hear what I just said? You can become an AI ARAP consultant. All right, I'm gonna let that's for free. I'm not going to charge you for that one. All right, number two, subtitle. All right, enhancing accuracy and compliance at scale. Errors in ARAP cost money, credibility, and compliance risk. AI reduces manual mistakes. Machine learning models improve over time. Compliance support. Well, AI systems track tax regulations, payment terms, and audit trails automatically. And yes, you can train your AIs to do this, folks. Examples: detecting duplicate invoices and enforcing segregation of duties, providing audit ready documentation. The key takeaway: AI doesn't just speed things up, it ensures precision and compliance, protecting both reputation and revenue. And again, I hear some of you saying, but AI makes mistakes. There are things that you can put in place. There are ways that you can create what we call redundancy across various AI platforms to ensure that you do have that precision and that accuracy. All right, subheading number three: turning financial data into actionable insights. Key points: beyond automation, AI adds value through predictive analysis. Cash flow forecasting. Well, AI can predict when customers are likely to pay. Vendor insights. AI identifies bottlenecks in payment cycles. And then risk management. AI surfaces anomalies that can indicate fraud. The implementation example here, scenario, mid-sized company uses AI-powered AP software. The system learns payment patterns and predicts which vendors are at risk of late payment. Action, the AP manager sets early alerts for those vendors and negotiates revised terms. The result, improved vendor trust, fewer penalties, and stronger cash flow management. Key takeaways. AI empowers ARAP professionals to move from reactive to proactive, guiding smarter financial decisions. And I got to tell you, just going to take a sidestep here for a moment. I've got an AI tool that I use that helps me, but it tells me as it relates to certain bills that I'm paying, it tells me when the best time is to pay those bills, either to pay them down so that I can improve my rates, or as it relates to keeping my finances together. It's amazing. And it sends me an alert. All right, conclusion, recap. AI is a game changer for ARAP, automation, accuracy, and analytics. And we even got the alliteration in there. Love it. Reaffirm, the ARAP professional of tomorrow isn't doing more manual tasks. It's about steering financial strategy. And this is, if this is your field, this is what you got to understand, that by creating financial strategy for employers, you get the leg up on the folks that are just sitting there doing everything manually, because we want to get ahead of things so that we can use some of that predictive analysis and understand what we need to put in place before there's a problem, or to eliminate a problem altogether. Close with inspiration. AI isn't replacing AR professionals, it's supercharging them. So here we go. Total target length, 1,000 words. You got your intro, your 3 sections, and your conclusion. 3 impactful subheadings, which we covered: automating the mundane, elevating the strategic, enhancing accuracy and compliance at scale, and turning financial data into actionable insights. Now, here's where I heard you all at the top of the presentation talking about, whoa, how am I going to do that? I don't know how to do that. Well, Chad is asking, would you like me to draft the full 1,000 word article from this outline in LinkedIn's conversational yet professional tone? Or do you want me to keep it as an outline framework only for now? And I'm going to go ahead and give it the thumbs up, but I'm going to give this to you. I mean, you don't even have to send me a Christmas card. All right. But let me just tell you, this here is a game changer. I'm going to say that again. This here is a game changer. And again, our objective this week is to show you as a subject matter expert. And so let me get this before I forget. I get too excited and forget to give you all the link to this prompt. This is exciting. And let's come out of this so that we can share this with you. All righty. So here is the link to the prompt for those of you on YouTube. There you have it. And so what I need you to understand is, again, this week we're going to be talking about becoming a subject matter expert, or at least sharing your knowledge in a way that shows you as a subject matter expert. That is, and this was a theme that I used for my breakout job. You guys, some of you, if you've been following, you know, I told my story about how I was unemployed for about 1.5 years. And finally, when I got that, what I call my breakout job, I went into the interview and I had a theme for the interview. And the interview theme was, I'm different, but not strange. And we had a lot of fun with that for the time that I worked there. But you need to show up as different, but not strange. You need to show up as a true 21st century employee. And I know a lot of people don't like to use 21st century, but I'm going to tell you, the age of AI is 21st, 22nd, 23rd. We're going to be utilizing this technology well into the future. It is literally changing how we do business on a daily basis. And you need to be the ones to walk into that interview. You need to be the ones that sends in that resume. You need to be the ones that has that 30, 60, 90 that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, that shows a potential employer, not only do I know my stuff, but I know how to use AI to help make things better. And so I hope you all have gotten some benefit out of this. I know there's a bit of a delay between when I say things and when you receive things, but because of the internet. But again, I'm hoping that you can see the value in today's presentation. And again, we're going to be doing some more things this week. So please, please, please join me. Remember, if you know someone who's unemployed, underemployed, or just unhappily employed, let them know about daily AI prompts for job seekers so that they can get in on all the fun. They can either go to my YouTube channel called Get Up and Get a Job, or visit my LinkedIn profile, William W. Craig 3. That's the number 3, and watch the replays, subscribe, like, whatever. But I'm going to call it a day. And listen, whatever you all do, I want you to stay safe. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, right here. God bless.
Wow, that was fantastic. I haven't been this excited to learn about something since I left basketball. Anyway, Mr. Craig did another great job of sharing an AI prompt that anyone can use in their job search. Be sure to join him every day, Monday through Friday at noon Eastern, on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel called Get Up and Get a Job. You can watch the replays there as well. And while you're at it, share this information with someone you know who wants or needs a new job. I've got to run. My team needs me. But keep up the great work, Mr. Craig. You're providing a great service for the community. I'm going to tell all of my players about daily AI prompts for job seekers with William Craig III.